more than a hit per inning.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Going, gone. He sends one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year. It's 4-1. That one just sounding different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that. And probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And that one is lifted in the air. Davis trying to get there. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Charlie Blackmon digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count. That's outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. He gets there with the slide to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Help in the box again. Takes the strike. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Stays alive. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. George Foster. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
There's a strike. That missed
1
by
ball,
a lot.
2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2. That's down and in. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece and stays alive. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And now the first baseman, Tony Perez. 0 for 2 in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, center fielder Eric
And ready
Davis.
to hit now for Cincinnati, Eric Davis. He's a guy who does it all. Late on that fastball.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 63, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alexander also getting ready. And he swings over the top there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That misses. 2-2. Man at first, one away. Got it. Strikeout number 8.
Well, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air out towards right center. Martin makes his way towards it and makes the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Colorado, Larry Walker. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Caught him looking for the K. Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Carlos Gonzalez digs in now. And the first offering is not close. Gonzalez with a homer in his last game. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Johnny Cato won't go any further, and he's responsible. New pitcher for the Reds, Clay
Number
Harrell.
36.
He's making his second appearance of the season. Now, Vinny Castilla. And a foul ball. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Fought off foul. On the ground to short, De La Cruz. Slinging it to first in time. Jeff Reed digging in for the Rockies. That one hammered center field. Way back there. Off the rocks and out of here. A home run. A 2-run homer. And they add to their lead. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With the low 90 his fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Doyle in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. On the outside corner, got him looking. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steve Reed.
Compared to some days, this
Now
is a pretty
pitching
low
for the
leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly
Number
free and easy out
39.
there. Still have to keep
0-1.
yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
On the ground, right side. Over to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Check swing, called strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The Rockies up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That
1
one
ball,
way
2
outside.
strikes.
Now 1-2.
2-2 the count.
They try to get him to chase on a slider down and away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Martin calls it in, and there's 2 away. One of our cover stars is at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, the first Reds player to be featured on the cover of the show. That must be
Inside,
a
ball
cool
1.
feeling for him. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throws across the diamond. That ends the frame. This one pretty well. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Out to short, De La Cruz. Slings it across.
No, he's down.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Charlie Blackmon will hit next.
Oh, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Help in the box now. No balls and a strike. Misses outside, and the count is 1-1. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next offering way upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a
Rockies.
new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Jose
49.
Jimenez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Larkin gone on the play.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
In now for the Reds,
number
Pete
17.
Rose. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
That's a ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
And that
Ball,
one is
that's
inside. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up. And we're in the top of the 8th.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Outside low, and the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hard on the ground to first. The flip to the pitcher
He's
covering. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. George Foster now at the plate. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Just a really nice
No
slider
ball, 2
down and
strikes.
in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That's
Oh,
a little bit low.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And the Reds go 1-2-3. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Larry Walker. And first offering is fouled off. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Here's Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Carlos Gonzalez digging in for the Rockies. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Left field. Makes the catch, in and goal. Number 60 comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy,
Now
man.
pitching
And
for the
one of the better
Rockies.
ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's
Number
very high, and it
60.
just breaks a ton.
The Rockies have some
0-1's
action
the
in the
count.
pen. Bruce Ruffin up and loosening in the pen. This ball's chopped on the ground. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. Eric Davis, the next to hit for the Reds.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball
Pinch
to put
running
it in
at first
play,
for the
and that's
Reds.
all he needed. Tough play for
Number
the defense
30.
on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
That one fouled off.
Ball, inside.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Griffey gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. And they'll do it again. That missed inside, and the count's full. Come on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Johnny Bench getting ready to hit. Hit on the ground might be two. Beats the second. Out good. Back to first. Double play. And that's the ball game.
A little solid relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB. Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Athletics. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Dave Stewart. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Next pitch is outside. Now one missed. Swing and a miss. He was low. Strike 2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And now, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Outside corner, there's a strike. Beers measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a forkball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just had a hard time catching up.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first.
He's out.
That's out number 3. So 1 left for the White Sox, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Here's the center fielder,
leading off
Ricky
for
Henderson. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that one fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And the 0-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. Sale off to a great start.
The right field.
That's out number 2. Jose Casado up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Forget it. So he blasts one out the other way, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
you don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next up for the A's, Jimmy Fox. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Harold Baines. Foul ball there. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he starts off the second with a double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
In the air to left, down the line. Bolt makes the grab for the second out. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Tying run and scoring position here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Struck him out looking. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the rookie DH, Reggie Jackson. Sale back to work.
Ball 1, no strike.
Not close with that one. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
A pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
And the count
2 strikes.
1-2. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 65.
And here's the rookie catcher. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Miguel Tejada up next for the A's.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Sale, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. Thomas makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting 8, the 3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson.
So 2 down now, and here is Josh Donaldson.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, averaging 2 whiffs per game in his last 10.
Bouncer to the big hurt. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's strand 1, but they're on top. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take
for
a
the
look
White
at how the
Sox,
series
the
has played
second
out so
baseman,
far.
Ray Dura.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting.
Now the number 2 hitter, Joe Jackson. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And Ricky Henderson the grab. Frank Thomas digs in now. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We head down to the home. Welcome back.
The Athletic.
Struggles
The
at the
left
plate
fielder,
in this
Al
series as we take a look at the numbers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2. Upstairs.
That's a ball.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So digging in, Ricky Henderson. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
They got it for out number 2.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
And now the right fielder, Jose Posado. He's already homered here in this one. And that's down and away. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And we're back.
Leading off for
Stepping
the White
in the
Sox,
long
the
ball
designated
threat, number
hitter,
17.
Number 17.
Close one,
Ball
doesn't
one.
get the call. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the second out of the inning.
The third
Robin
baseman, number
Ventura
24.
steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ventura.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Ricky Henderson the grab, and that'll do it. Down in order go the White Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to
first
go,
baseman,
bottom
Jimmy
four. Stepping in, Jimmy Fox. And that's fouled off. Fox measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Next is the designated hitter, Reggie Jackson. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And here's the catcher. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Backed off the plate that time.
He's been able to go inside as
One
well
ball,
as
2
outside,
strikes.
effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. A's leading by a run.
Two the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Cut out and missed, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside
Now
pitch right
batting,
there. And
that's
that's not the
shortstop,
kind of approach
Miguel.
that you want to have. Even if you do
Tejada.
get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay with
The flip, there's one out. Double play.
He's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the A's 1. Welcome back.
Leading off
Right in
with
the
the White
pitcher's
Sox,
duel so
catcher,
far. Here's how the
number
starters
12.
have performed up to this point. That's too
That's a
low.
ball.
And that's ball 1. There's a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, a hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Right side. And that chance handled. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now the left fielder, Chet Lemon.
Chet Lemon.
The other way, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive
The
and
batter,
got something he
number
could
1.
handle. Showed a willingness to drive that
Ray
pitch the opposite way.
Ventura.
Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the
Oh,
barrel
one,
right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive
I got
base
one
hit.
ball, one
Now a
strike.
pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
White Sox down to run. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside, just missed. Swings and misses, struck him out. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man. And fouled off.
One ball, one strike.
That's in there. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Ready to go for the
Leading up
last half
for
of the
the
inning
A's,
at the
the
plate.
third baseman,
Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson.
Sale back to work. First pitch swinging.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One away.
Now batting, the
Al
left fielder,
Simmons
Al
up next for the A's.
Simmons.
He reached out a walk his first time. Late with the swing there.
Sometimes a hitter
0-1's the
will
count.
go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Settles under it. Pulls it in for the out. And there's two away. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the
Number
A's, Ricky
24,
Henderson.
Ricky.
0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Henderson.
First pitch misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Spin rate's
1-1.
outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Out of here! He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
So up next, Eddie Collins. Both 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Corrals it, and that's the third out. The A's get one on this homer, and it's 2-0. This is A's baseball on the show NorCal.
Fans, see it.
And we're back. And now the center fielder, Shoeless Joe Jackson. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. There's a strike. On the ground. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that,
Now
a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And here's the first baseman, Frank Thomas. Towards first, and foul ball. Fought off foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
Fires across the diamond. 2 quick
The
outs
bat,
to open the
number
top of the
17.
6th. And next is the designated hitter. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1. Got it. And the White Sox go quietly. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the A's 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. First sign of movement in the White Sox bullpen. Number 64 appears to be getting loose. Number 28 also throwing. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
It's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hard hit left side. Throws to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Jimmy
Now batting,
up
the
next for
first
the
baseman,
A's.
Jimmy
1 for 2.
Fox.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Wow, no
0-1.
fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly
0-1.
difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. That clips a corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The count is full.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes
Now
to look at the
batting,
video of
the
that pitch,
designated
he's
hitter,
going to want to punch
Reggie.
himself. That slider had
Jackson.
hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Kicks and fires. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
He's out.
Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take
with
a
the
look
right
at their upcoming
The right
schedule.
fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen?
That clips the corner.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Now the third baseman, Robin Ventura. Fastball for a strike.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And the count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
Now batting, number 12.
And now the switch hitting catcher. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Ground ball right side. It squirts through.
The left fielder, number 34.
Chet Lemon
Chet
steps to the plate for the
Lemon.
White Sox. That pitch in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches.
Third out.
Pitching for
We're
the White
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom
Number
of the 7th.
64.
Number 64.
Pretty
Leading
tough
off
game,
for
so
the
they're
A's,
looking for
the
quality
catcher,
pitches out of
number
him right
65.
here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's bad. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Miguel Tejada up next for the A's. Foul ball. Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And 1-1. Here's a swing and a drop. Way back there. Say goodbye to that one. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got to pitch the drive, shift to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman traded out of it.
So one out, nobody on. Josh Donaldson up next for the A's. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's hard hit in the line. And it's caught for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but
Now
sometimes you hit it too
left
hard
fielder,
and right
Al
at someone.
Simmons.
Looking for one of those group hits to get a knock sometimes.
So 2 down now, and here is Al Simmons. First
Ball
offering
1,
misses
no strike.
badly for ball 1. And he swings through that one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball.
2 out,
2
space
strikes.
is empty. And
3.
down on strikes. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's ready to begin the 8th. Leading off, Ray Durham. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's going to be number 6. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. So digging in, Shoeless Joe Jackson. 0 for 3 in this one. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Pitching from
So
the
a new
Athletics,
pitcher on the mound for the A's.
number
Ron
34,
Fingers.
Raleigh.
And that one clips the
Fingers.
corner. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Slow roller to first. To second. There's one. On to first. Double play.
To me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Casado makes the play, and that is that. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in
1
the
ball,
zone and
2
spit
strikes.
on anything that's down.
Swings and misses, and now one away.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Collins, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one upstairs, ball one. On the ground at first, and that one handled. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 33.
So up next, Jose Casado.
Casado.
He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And ball one. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, number 17. Right through there for a strike. Raleigh, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a forkball, and he works in a 4-seam. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. Now one gone in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Baines in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Now only one out remaining.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Ventura stands in now and watches strike one. Fly ball down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One strike away. Two outs. Hard hit down the line and left. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And that's a double.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Man on second, 2 down. Edging his zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Got it, and that's the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in mine. This some rich shit by Gucci Peppers for my runs. I guess I'm on, I know my mind.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you taste your drink, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This world is up, filled with all type of blood. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this shit is so cutthroat. That was one mistake. Boy, I won't make that shit again. Never let up close. So, it's mama too. This dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyronn Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. Gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by
about to doze off. I ran out of Papa. If he knows me, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been high since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game, and I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. I've been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom, man. I can do, I just called them and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you, my they're talking. I'm back on the road again, been popping up. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. Don't wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes.
Same. I wanna see the letter. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. Baby, you're the last thing that's playing on my mind. When I go and sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel it burning higher when I'm in your eyes. You light my fire, baby. You make me feel like I'm levitating. Feel like I'm flying, baby. When I'm with you. Baby, I've been asking, begging you for more. 'Cause you just take my breath away. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. You've been my obsession. You're always on my mind. And when I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up